Hello friends, today in this video I'll be discussing the problems which I encountered in my Lenovo Vibe Z K910L. So I have been using this phone, this Vibe Z, as my primary phone for around 2 months, and I've used it quite extensively. And I've noticed there are few problems which you find in this, which generally you won't find in other brands like Samsung or HTC. Sometimes these problems become little annoying, but one can manage. Okay, and to get rid of the problems, you can flash it with a custom ROM. Okay, because most of the problems are not the hardware problems. Rather, these are problems with the Lenovo skin or the Lenovo user interface, which Lenovo has put on this phone. And this video of mine, previously also I have uploaded a video of this, like the problems in this phone, but that video was not extensive. That is, I couldn't cover all the problems, and I couldn't even show the proof of the problems. Okay, but here in this video, I will even cover those problems which I have covered previously, okay, and some other problems which I couldn't cover in that, and even I'll show you the proof. So basically, I'll be covering the problems with proof, and I'll try to be as brief as possible so not to bore you or not to waste your time. Okay, so I won't be discussing the specifications, as I hope you all know that. Okay, so here is my Vibe Z, and as you can see, this feature, this is the magnetic flip cover which we get with this phone, and once you open the cover, the screen glows up. Okay, so what I have done currently is I have removed the screen lock. I'll show you. Okay, so generally people keep the slide feature on. Okay, so once you open the cover, you need to slide the screen to unlock, but I feel that to be a bit annoying, because every time I have to slide, that feel a bit annoying. It depends from user to user, so I generally switch off that feature. Okay, and so that soon as I open the flip cover, the phone is ready to use exactly where I left it. This becomes helpful to me, like in case I'm using the phone as a dictionary while studying, so I can just keep the browser open, and I can, like, suppose I'm typing an email, okay, suddenly I got some other work, so I can just switch off the close the flip cover, and I can go out and do the work, and then I can come back and open the cover and can continue from where exactly I was. So, like, it's quite good. Okay, but if I'm traveling outside, okay, then suppose in a bus or any public transport, then I keep the phone in my pocket or in the bag. Then the flip cover, sometimes it gets open automatically, okay, inside the bag, or sometimes even inside the pocket. Then the screen simply glows up, so there's no settings to turn off this feature or turn on this feature. It's always on. You can't switch off this feature that once the flip cover opens, the screen will not light. So this is something which I feel it is a problem. Okay, that if you want this feature to be disabled, you cannot. Okay, so this is kind of a limitation. Okay, first limitation that was. Then the second limitation with this is in the camera, you can't save the settings. Suppose, like, I've changed the settings. Okay, I've increased the sharpness. Okay, I've increased the sharpness. Okay, now once I close the camera, okay, then again the sharpness has been reset to default, that is 0. Okay, so you can see, so it's again 0. So if I want to maintain that sharpness of 3 or full sharpness, I have to keep the camera minimized, then only that settings will be maintained. So even this is not good. The settings doesn't get saved. Few of the settings. This is not good. Your settings in the camera doesn't get saved. Every time I open the camera, I need to fiddle with the settings. It's too annoying. Okay. Thirdly, I'll show you one more flaw in the camera. So you can see out here. So I'm focusing on this right now. Now if I enter the video mode, you'll see right now, it automatically gets a bit zoomed. I don't know why this happens, but you can see. Once I'm in photo mode, the frame covers much larger aspect and it's not zoomed. Okay. So basically you can see which part of the table I've kept my phone. And once I go to video mode, it gets a little zoomed. The frame gets reduced a little bit. Mainly, it gets a little zoomed. I don't know why this happens. You can see here, nearly the full speaker is visible. Okay. And once I switch to video mode, you can see half speaker. So why does this happen? Why does it get zoomed inside the video mode? This doesn't happen in other phones. Like I even own a Nokia Lumia 1520 or a Samsung Galaxy S4 or a HTC device, but it doesn't happen. So this is too annoying. Like in video default, it gets little zoomed. Okay, you can see zoom is still set to 1x. Okay, that is no zoom. Still it gets little zoomed in the video. See, you can see for yourself. From full speaker to half speaker. The frame being reduced. It getting little zoomed. So that is also a flaw, I suppose. And that is a flaw which everyone feels. Okay. So third flaw I covered. Okay. Now I'll show you more flaws. Okay. Now, the camera sharpness is not that good. By this, I mean like, see, the autofocus is quite fast. I'm nowhere saying that the autofocus is not fast. Okay, but like the details in the pictures captured is not that good as you would get in a 13 megapixel shooter. So like if you take any other brand's 13 megapixel camera, still you'll get much more sharp images. Okay, even with sharpness set to full, you won't get that sharp images. Okay, so this is not expected from such advanced camera. Okay, so I'll show you just. Even if I don't shake, you can see it's not that sharp. You can see the text is not readable. Like it's strange. You can see for yourself. Just have a look. Just have a look. See, I didn't shake the image. So briefly I'm trying to say is that the software stabilization on this phone is not proper. It's like it's not good. You simply can't shoot photos with proper detailing and proper sharpness. See, I captured one more image just to show you. So you can see for yourself that it's not proper. The images are not that sharp. Suppose even if I keep the phone and take the pic just to confirm with you. Okay, so I've kept the phone, I'm not shaking it, I'm taking the pic. Okay, so this was without shaking and still you can see the clarity is not that great, the detailing. Since it's a 13 megapixel camera, we expect much more. I can give you examples like iPhone 5s or Galaxy S4 or even the Galaxy Note 2, which has a 8 megapixel camera. And none of the phones which I mentioned has OIS or optical image stabilization. And neither does this Lenovo phone. So it should perform at par at least with the Galaxy Note 2, which has an 8 megapixel shooter or something like that. But no, it doesn't. The sharpness, the clarity of the pictures, the detailing is not proper. So I'm not impressed with the camera, especially the video recording. I'll show you. In video recording, like if I've kept continuous focus on and I shift from a nearby object to a far off object, then the continuous focus is quite slow. It's not that fast. many times I miss many objects. Suppose I want to capture some object, I'm in moving state, or the object is in moving state, or I want to capture a particular moment, and by the time it adjusts the focus, that moment is gone, it's finished. What the, I mean, sorry, but like, I can't expect that from such a high range phone or a flagship device. It was the flagship device before the release of the Z2 Pro. So, like, this is not expected by Lenovo. So, I'll give you an example. I'll just give you an example. Just hold on. Okay, so here I'm making a video. Okay, so as you can see, I'm recording. I've done nearby focus. Still the focus is not coming that proper. You can see for yourself. Now if I have shifted, okay, it has adjusted the focus. Again I bring to nearby focus, so you can see it takes a hell lot of time to adjust the focus. Yeah, now it's done. Now if I shift to a far off object, you can see, man, now it has adjusted the focus. That's too slow. It's not expected out of a flagship device. Okay, so in camera only I showed you so many problems. First of all, settings doesn't get saved. Secondly, the video automatically starts in a bit of zoom mode. Thirdly, the continuous focus is not that good. Okay, it takes too much time to adjust the focus in case of video recording. Fourthly, the images are not that sharp, detailing is not that proper, the stabilization is not that proper. Okay, and fifth, I told about the original flip cover thing. You can't switch it off, this feature. Okay, so 5 problems till now. Now, one major problem for people who are mainly into productivity is the default browser is not at all good. By that I mean is, suppose I'm typing a text, especially in the default browser. Okay, this problem is limited to the default browser. So suppose I'm typing an email or a text. Okay, so here whatever or wherever I'm typing, this should come above the keyboard, but it doesn't happen. Okay, so if I'm typing in 2 section, okay, suppose to Adam, okay, Adam, so this came, okay, but if I'm typing here, then after typing a little bit, suppose, okay, this place where I'm typing goes below the screen. I simply can't see what I'm typing. What the heck? This is not expected by Lenovo. I can't see what I'm typing. Then how would I type properly? Like, is this the way to type? I can't see what I'm typing. See, this doesn't go above the keyboard. It stays where is it? It should go above the keyboard. This problem is not there in Chrome. I'll show you. I haven't opened up mail, but I'll just open and show you. I don't want you to stay. Okay, leave it. So this problem is there only in the default browser. See, here I am. So this should go above, but it didn't go above. So this place, it should, the cursor part, it should go just above the keyboard, but it's not going above. The keyboard is coming on top of that, and I can't see what I'm typing. Okay, I can't see what I'm typing. Suppose I'm typing what? Okay, so I can't see what I'm typing. After typing, I can't just click on back to see what I typed is correct or not. So that's too annoying. Okay, so this is one of the major flaws. One of the major flaws for people who email a lot, or who do a lot of productivity stuffs, or blogging, or typing a lot, okay, over the internet. I strongly recommend not buying this phone. This problem is like very difficult. Okay, and for those who will say that using a different browser is a solution, sorry, every benefit which is offered by the default browser is not offered by Chrome. For example, viewing pages for offline reading, or many other features also, you won't find there is a problem with these features. Okay, so if you just say that, I won't agree to that. Okay, so yeah, now more flaws are yet to come. I'll show you now. You see this feature which is given by Lenovo. I'll show you. There's a white touch feature where a white color box will come up if you enable that feature. Okay, and you can customize that white color box to show up any 4 dialogues. Okay, so if this is because of the feature of white touch, but that doesn't come. I have enabled white touch, but no, there's no white box. Why it hasn't come, I don't know. So I tested this white touch not coming up, and at least 4 Lenovo Vibe Z's, all were Indian versions. Okay, so I don't know why it doesn't come up. This is very annoying. Even this feature I'll show you, smart standby. Okay, so this says that the screen will light up when you look at it. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, so currently I'm not looking at the screen, I'm looking somewhere else. Okay, but now I'm looking at the screen and it doesn't light up. I mean, why doesn't it get lighted up? Currently I'm directly looking at the screen, but it doesn't get lighted up. So what's the use of this feature? These all are gimmicks. Lenovo is trying to play with us. These features, few work and few do not work. So just now I showed you the feature of smart standby and white touch. It doesn't work. For those who are saying that it's the problem only with my phone, sorry to say, I have tested 4 to 5 Lenovo Vibe Z, all Indian versions, and these problems are common in all 4 to 5. Even with the KitKat update, it got rectified in 2 out of 5 phones. Okay, 2 out of 4 or 5 phones. But still, why? Why do we have to update to KitKat? I may not be liking it. Okay, every time it's not necessary. People will like the updated ones better than the old ones. I don't like KitKat OS. Okay, I like this better. Okay, why? I'll tell you. Okay, you may consider me wrong. Okay, because Lenovo has offered the KitKat 4.4.2 for this phone, but once you are done with the KitKat update, Chrome will become your default browser and this default browser will be removed. But I can't manage with one browser. I mean, Chrome does not have settings like save the web page for offline browsing and few other settings, which that helps me a lot. So removing the browser, default browser, and making Chrome as default browser, I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it. So I don't like the KitKat update offered by Lenovo for this phone. I mean, that is cheating. I have seen other phones with the KitKat update, okay, or with the KitKat OS out of the box, but they do offer a default browser plus Google Chrome. But no, Lenovo has played with us. Instead of giving default browser and Chrome, they have made Chrome only as the default browser and not given any other browser. You can download other browsers, but that's not the case. Okay, the flexibility offered by this browser is like much ahead of all external browsers which you download. Okay, so this is also a problem. Okay, so typing problem, this feature you cannot switch off. The flip cover thing, in camera I showed you 4 problems. Okay, one major more problem. Okay, suppose I'm switching off the torch in my Lenovo. Okay, so where is it? Yeah, flashlight. Okay, so I've switched off the torch in my phone. Okay, you can see it's on, but I can't keep the torch on like this. Like I'm using the torch for opening a lock at the night or for searching something in the fridge. Okay, so I will hold the phone with properly, or like this I can hold, but once I switch off the flip cover, the torch gets switched off. Okay, so this problem is not good. Actually, this is not good. I mean, I'll be holding the phone like this for using as a torch. It should help me out. It doesn't rather help me, rather occupies major use of my hand. I can't use my other hand properly. I have to use it like this. So it becomes a hassle for me. It doesn't work, okay, properly. So these are designing problems. Like Lenovo should think of these Okay, so this is one more problem. So two more problems I'll tell you, but sorry, I won't be able to give proof of that, okay, because it requires using the phone for 45 continuous minutes, okay. So as you all know, this phone has a LCD display, okay, and not a AMOLED display, okay. So as LCD display, it consumes much more battery compared to AMOLED, okay. So the battery backup for this phone is not that great as you would expect from a 3000 milliampere battery. It has a powerful 3000 milliampere battery, but still the battery performance is not that good. Sometimes it doesn't even last a day, okay. So again, this battery part is a gimmick, okay. This is not only because of the LCD. I've seen other phones also with the LCD. Example, Nokia Lumia 1520. It has a 3400 ampere battery, Nokia 1520, and a 6-inch display. So it should give the same backup as this Lenovo, or little more because of the Windows OS. But it has a drastic more than double battery backup than this Lenovo. So this Lenovo, the battery backup is not at all impressive. If I use the phone continuously for like browsing the internet, okay, with 1 or 2 tabs open, or surfing Facebook, it drains from 100 to 5 or 0% in just 5 hours, 5 or 5.5 hours, and the brightness is minimum. So just 5 or 5.5 hours is not at all good. And for people telling me that no, that's not the case. See, that's not the case maybe with the KitKat update. I haven't tested, but in 4.3 Jelly Bean, that is the case, okay? And 5.5 hours for a 3000 milliampere battery is not at all impressive, okay? Secondly, the phone heats a hell lot, okay? This is what happens, like suppose I'm playing Asphalt 8 Airborne, okay, so after playing continuously for around 30 minutes or 40 minutes, the phone gets extremely heated, okay, to temperatures around 55-60 or more, and even the games close after 30 or 40 minutes and it shows extreme temperature heating or something, a dialog box appears. So it gets extremely heated in just 2 minutes. It starts getting extremely heated, 2 to 4 minutes while playing gaming, and I'm playing games without the cover. So I remove the cover and still play. Still it gets extremely heated. So you basically, the verdict is you can't play games without being in an AC environment. Otherwise your phone will get extremely heated. So this shouldn't happen, okay. So I would sum up the problems. First of all, you cannot switch off this feature of auto lighting, okay. This flip cover on opening closing auto lighting feature, you can't turn it off. In camera section you have 4 problems. First of all, the camera detailing sharpness of the images is not proper. The video automatically starts in a little zoom. Third, you can't save the settings of the camera. And fourth problem in the camera was the autofocus is very slow, okay. So 4 camera problems, 1 flip cover problem. 6th problem is the email in typing. You can't see what are you typing. The page where you are typing, it goes below the keyboard. That's one of the most major problems which will stop you from buying this phone, okay. And then the 7th problem is as I told you, the torch thing, okay. 8th problem, the battery life, and the 9th problem, the overheating. So I've given you proof for 7 of the problems, and the battery and overheating, I'm not able to give you the proof, okay. I'll try giving you a proof. I'll try recording on that moment when it displayed me that, or if I get anything to check the temperature of the phone, okay. So see, everyone has his personal opinion. This I've tested with many devices in Indian versions, okay. All Indian versions have this problem, I conclude, okay. I don't know about the foreign variants, but even in the Indian versions, that is these phone which are sold in India, they are just imported in India. They're not manufactured in India. They are manufactured in I don't remember exactly, but in China itself, okay. And these are just imported in India, okay. So So these are just imported in India, manufactured outside India, that is China itself. Still it has all the problems. Okay, give me your opinion whether you face the same problems or any of these or any other problems which I couldn't cover. And if you don't have any of these problems, even still you comment, okay, which version of the OS you're using, and where you would disagree upon me. Okay, and thank you for watching. Okay, if you want me to post any specific query or anything of this phone, then please post that also in the comments box. And thanks again a lot for watching it. Thank you.